Hello, my name is Bonnie Iyer, and the research project I am here to present is the correlation between concussions received in sports and the effects it can create with short-term memory loss and hand-eye coordination. Many people recognize that concussions have a far-off, long-term effect on older people, especially those who played high-contact sports such as hockey and football in high school, college, and even professionally. These effects can be things such as dementia and Alzheimer's. What many people do not realize, that is until it is too late, are the effects concussions can have immediately. These would include hand-eye coordination problems and short-term memory loss. The pictures shown here are normal levels of glucose metabolism and a positron emission tomography or a PET scan. These levels are indicated in yellow and red. The levels of glucose metabolism in the brain are decreased in patients with mild cognitive impairment such as concussions and those with Alzheimer's. What we can learn from this study is that there is a correlation between concussions and the possible effects it has on hand-eye coordination and short-term memory loss. This picture here shows a brain injury from severe concussive force. On the right, an injury of subconcussive force. The level shown in red is a greater intensity. It shows intracranial pressure or considered brain bleeding. Participants will be a representative sample of all female and male sports across the University of Illinois. A survey will be distributed around the campus and ask for age, gender, sports played in high school and college, and if the respondent has ever experienced a concussion. Medical history will be needed to prove a concussion was actually experienced, so that people who are participating in the study have experienced one or more concussions. It is important to have equal parts male and female participation. This will provide possible information in the event that gender plays a role in how the concussion develops and heals in the brain. The proposed design for this experiment will be a case-controlled design. Two separate tests that will be conducted will be the lightboard test and the Bosu ball test. In the Bosu ball test, participants stand on a ball and attempt to keep their balance while tapping lights with their hands. This will show that they will have to keep balance and use their hand-eye coordination as if they were catching a baseball or a football. The second test will be a lighted memory test. Here, participants are asked to tap lighted boxes on the screen in front of them. This step is repeated 3 times before the board is switched off. The participant will then be asked a series of 15 questions, such as name, age, and gender. The idea is to get the respondent's mind off of the lightboard and get their mind moving in another direction. Once they have answered all of these questions, the board will be switched back on and they will be asked to locate the squares they had previously seen. Information for this research will be gathered through surveys, direct observation, and conversations with participants. Once we gathered the information, we would test the data to see if concussions really are related to hand-eye coordination and short-term memory loss. What we hope to take away from the study is that there is a link, finding a connection between concussions and hand-eye coordination and the short-term memory loss. This could open a door to stopping and/or slowing the development of Alzheimer's and dementia. This data could also help us to open the door for more concussion research and allow athletic personnel such as coaches and trainers to be better prepared for concussions and their aftermath. By having better treatment plans, we'll be able to slow the progression and maybe someday eliminate them from sports overall.